typical day is get up, get ready, go to work if it's a work day. Either, since I teach theater, we have after school rehearsals a lot of times. So rehearsal, maybe, if not rehearsal, then go to the gym, come home, make dinner, and then spend the rest of the evening sitting on the couch. Today, since it's Saturday, it was get up, think about going to the gym, but don't go. Go to the grocery store, putz around. Can I say that? Is putz okay? And just like sit around and not do a whole lot of anything. But I do have a date later tonight, so that's not normal though, so I guess I wouldn't call that a normal day.
Did you teach?
I do. I'm a high school theater teacher.
How did you get into that? Is that something you pursued, or did you?
So I've been an actor for a while, and I did film and I did theater, but I was making money doing, both of them brought me no income. And if it was income, it was like gas money. So I wanted to be able to still do theater and make money off of it. So, is that picking that up?
Probably.
Okay, well,
Probably
this is my life. My dog and a squeaky toy. I wanted to be able to make money off of theater, so I thought teaching it would be really helpful to where I could still be involved in the art form, but actually have an income as well. So I grew up in West Virginia, and I lived there until I was 22. I got my undergrad in theater performance. And so as soon as I graduated, I moved to Orlando, Florida. I actually moved before I graduated. Like I didn't walk. I came back to walk. And I went to Orlando for about 2 years to get into film acting because I really wanted to try that. Because when I was in college, some of my professors, they kind of pissed me off. And so I stopped doing theater for a little while, for 2 years. And I tried film, which I really, really liked. Film is really fun. And it's different than theater, but I mean, you still obviously have to have the discipline and the commitment to want to do it. And I found that I actually got a lot of respect as an actor from filmmakers because I had a theater background, which I thought was really cool. So I did that. And then after 2 years, I was offered a promotion in my job, which was working at an online bicycle retailer. And they told me that if I moved to Columbia with them and started working full time, that they'd offer me a salary and health insurance. So I went because I was done with Orlando. And it was really fun. I got back into theater in Columbia, and about a year later, the company that I was working for closed its doors. So I lost my job, and I decided to go back to school at that point to get my master's to teach theater, because once I moved to Columbia and got back into theater, I remembered how much I loved it. And so that's what pushed me to get my master's.
So is it kind of your own just determination that you have any support from your family during that? Or?
Oh, I had so much support. My family was very supportive, and they were kind of the mindset where they were encouraging me to finish grad school, but then at the same time, they were like, whatever you choose to do, as long as you make a wise, like well thought out decision, we will support you. I think they're happy though that I finished because I already put so much time into it. But I know regardless of what I would have done, they would have supported me because they've always been really supportive of my choices.
Now, when you moved back, did you move in with your parents, or did you have a separate?
When I moved to Louisville, my parents actually didn't live there yet. It was just my brother and his wife and their family. And I lived in a house with some people that I found online. I put out a thing that I think it was on Facebook. I don't remember where it was. Or no, it was Craigslist. I was just looking for apartments. So I found this house that these two girls were living in, and they needed a third roommate. So I moved in with them for the summer. And I lived in kind of the cool artsy area of Louisville. And I worked at a children's theater and did a children's summer camp. So I was still doing theater and still teaching. And I think that helped me make the choice to go back to grad school, because I didn't get paid for that internship, but I got a lot of experience. But I was like, if I had a degree, I would be getting paid to do this. So that helped me.
You said your parents did end up moving
Mm-hmm.
to Louisville.
They moved there a couple years ago to be close to the grandchildren. I had a good childhood. I have 2 older brothers. The house that I was basically born in is the one that I grew up in until I left West Virginia when I was 22. So I always lived in the same house. My mom was a stay-at-home mom for, I don't know, I think until I was in like kindergarten or first grade. And then she went back to work. So both my parents worked, but they were very available for us. They weren't like always at work. It was good. I have no complaints about my childhood. I have a date tonight. It's our 5th date. We're going to dinner and then we're going to see a musical. So I'm excited for it. It's been a long time since I've been on a date like that, like a real date. I've done online dating, which has not been very successful. I've had people hook me up with different people, which sometimes works out. I've had a couple serious relationships. None of them have worked out, obviously. At the time, of course, it's heartbreaking, but now I see the reason why they haven't worked out, and it's a good thing. I definitely would not want to be with any of those people. And some of them had great qualities. It was just no, we weren't right for each other. Oh, the guy I'm dating is calling me. Should I answer it? Hey. Hello? Hey, what's up?
Nothing. Did I catch you at a bad time?
No, I'm actually being filmed right now, but it's okay. We can talk. No, it's all right. It's totally cool.
Oscars didn't have a dinner thing till my reservation availability till 8:15, which clearly will not work. So
Oh, no.
any recommendations in this little area where I can call and do something? I didn't think Somerville was that popping, but I guess it is.
Well, it is the Flowertown Festival, so that's probably why. I know, right? Gosh, where could we go?
I mean, I just thought that would be the most convenient, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because it's close to the theater.
By the way, don't hold it against me, but my mom is going to come.
Oh, really?
That's all right.
I'm glad you told me.
Yeah, I know. She her date kind of bailed on her.
Oh.
She just wants to spend some time just for dinner.
Yeah, yeah.
She's nice. She's easy to get along with. You guys will talk about artsy stuff the whole time, I promise you. She's super nice.
Okay, that's cool.
I'm sorry. I'm kind of like using the situation to kind of kill 2 birds with 1 stone, but I have to take her out.
It's totally fine. I don't care.
Sorry. Anyway, 6-ish, I guess, just in case we don't. You know what I mean? We have to sit in the bar and wait and all that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
So I'll call you home, text you back, and I'll try to pick up reservation time.
Okay, cool. Sounds good. Bye.
Are you meeting his mother? Holy shit.
She's in town visiting. She was supposed to have a date tonight, and he canceled on her.
Bastard.
I know.
But, you're meeting his mom. That's...
Well, he actually texted me last night at 1 when he got off work. And he was like, hey, it was good to see you. He's like, this might be weird. He's like, but is it okay if he's like, I want to take you out to dinner, but I also told my mom to take her out to dinner, so is it okay if she comes with us? And then he like texted me like 30 minutes later. He's like, oh, she has a date, never mind. Instead of a date fell through. It's fine. It's
But
fine.
he still wants you to meet his mom. Like, it's not like a... Yeah, this is like a thing. This is like a thing.
It's a thing.
Ah!
Anywho's, so.
Seth wanted me to meet his parents, and I said no.
Well, that was weird.
Yeah.
So
Because he has a flip.
he does. Well, he does have a flip phone, which I honestly don't mind because he doesn't have social media
Burner.
or anything like that. It's not a burner phone, which is nice because I think social media and texting is really the death of a lot of relationships, friendships and romantic relationships. Because a lot is kind of left up to interpretation without hearing what people say or seeing it in their face. I never really talk about my political or my religious views with people. I think a lot because I'm a teacher, and that's like, don't talk about that kind of stuff with or around your students. However, if they ask me questions, I'll talk a little bit about it, but I never want to seem like I'm trying to influence anyone. It sounds really cheesy and typical, but I'm just really much a practicer of just loving one another, respecting one another. Just because you disagree with what somebody believes doesn't mean you treat them like crap or that they're suddenly your enemy. I think that's something that we're lacking now is people don't know how to communicate if you don't believe the same thing. And I don't believe in that at all because I have a lot of friends who have viewpoints that are way different than mine, but I still love them. They're still my friends. And if there are things that we disagree on, then I'm just of the mindset like, well, we won't talk about it. I don't know if that's healthy or if that's right or if that's wrong, but if I know it's going to create conflict, unless there's a reason to talk about it, I don't talk about it. So I guess I'm not the type of person who's going to get into an argument just for the sake of getting into an argument. Because I don't see the point in that. Like if we can just treat each other with kindness and love, then we're good.